What is up, YouTube? My name is Victaurora and welcome to my channel, and today we're going to be using workshop items to make the perfect Fallout Zoo. Alright, if you didn't already know, you could download and upload your designs to the workshop in Steam through the Planet Zoo homepage. So I just typed in Fallout just to see what other people and other creators are doing right now. I already see some stuff off the bat that I am downloading right now. We have this beautiful Fallout entrance to a vault. Definitely downloading that one. I already see this beautiful little workshop. It's an employee workshop that is a broken down workshop, which I think that's really cool. I'm downloading that. A New Vegas thing, I'm downloading that. I love this little fire pit, downloading that. That's even cool. So this guy, Kingdom and Beth Bites, I'm gonna link their stuff down in the below, but look, oh my gosh. Click and place. Yeah, this is the one I want. Look at this. Look at this foundation style place. This is everything. This is everything. We're definitely doing this one. All right, let's get into the game. All right, so here we are. I started this one with the two pieces I downloaded here. We have the Fallout opening, the shelter. All right, like a shelter opening. So when you come out of that, that's when you enter what we've built so far. I've chosen just a barren wasteland. I did put some trees up just because like I really like the part in the movie where they get to the cave with the bears, and that's what this, I think this is where I'm gonna do, this section is gonna be all the bears right here. So this is gonna be all bears. Then I built this awesome swamp-like building that I've had for a long time on the workshop. I don't even know who I downloaded this from or what. I'll try to find it and link it below for you guys so you can download it too. So good, so many tiny details. Barrels before there were barrels. I mean, it's just so good. Like, it's done so well. Yeah, just a really good piece. Really done well. We also put in this workshop because I'm gonna put the employee area over here. So this is gonna be like a whole employee town is gonna be right here. Like, this was up against a town, and this town is all run down now. And then I think we're gonna go put in the kingdom. This feels like it needs to be like up against the mountain here, right? Yeah, this feels like it has to be like up against the mountain. Maybe we'll go like there. Perfect. Oh my God. The foundation. How cool is this? So cool. Oh, she did such a good job with this. So good. So this will be the back of the zoo. And we'll just do things leading up to it. All right, let's come in here and let's just kind of push a lot of this into more of a natural look. Very natural, very cratery. What I want to do though now is I want to come in here and I want to steal some of the trees that we didn't really use. Yes, move this bitch over here. We'll play around with that a little bit. I want to do the smoothing tool, I think, to smooth out these edges. Can I have it not be auto paint? Use selected, please. Thank you. I like it look as natural as possible. All right, let's come in here with a path. I'm assuming that we're gonna do pretty much all exclusively not. Hey, Editor Vicky here. Sorry, I don't even know where my train of thought was there. I think I was trying to say not real pathing and doing just the dirt pathing or the null pathing. So many crazy buildings here. I love this. Look at this building. I don't even know what's in this building. Look at this. Just done so well. She's a master. She knows what she's doing. It's amazing. Okay, there we go. Now let's go back to wide. Let's do a little... Let's go longer. Nothing too straight, because I don't think... Now, I don't want this to look like the real thing, right? I want it to look like you tried to make a themed zoo. So, like, hers is really, really great because it has so many realistic things that a zoo would, like a real life thing would have, right? Which is great. I love that. I'm gonna use so many of those pieces, but we're gonna also still try to make it feel like it's a real zoo, or that we like it's a universal type style. You know what I mean? Like, we're trying to make it a themed attraction per se. So just keep that in mind while we're doing this. A lot of the time when I'm doing themed zoos, it's usually just like a rough theme. This is going to be a lot more themed. I am definitely taking this one a little bit more seriously than I have any of the other themes I've ever done. You know, when you do a pirate theme, you're like, okay, great, let's just do some cool pirate stuff, or, you know, stuff like that. But this one I'm taking just a little bit more seriously than that. So that's our main road. Through, let's put a little water thing here. I love the little icky water, because you can choose the water to be gross. You can actually have it be toxic. Look at that. Isn't that cool? It's like they knew we were gonna want to do stuff like this, you know what I mean? All right, so we got some employees coming in. Okay, so let's pause for 2 seconds. We're gonna need to do our employee area first. Okay, so let's focus on our employee area first. Let's see what other rundown buildings I have. I feel like I have a lot of these kind of buildings, and which we could do. I wanted it to be like a little town, not like a whole center. What is this one? A staff facility. Yeah. This is great. Okay. This is another broken down building that is from, I think, I'm not 100% sure. All right, your girl plays franchise way too much and totally forgot you can change the time of day. So that's where I did that. And then I placed this keeper hut and staff room, which was from the workshop. And then I'm gonna place the trade center as well in this area, and then the quarantine and the veterinarian office. Now, I am just using the workshop item as a way of being able to build. I've noticed that if I don't have a way of building quickly, my brain does get quite frustrated with the game. So when I want things to match, it's easy to just replicate the pieces that I see on a workshop item and then use it in my own way to design new buildings or design new enclosures. I usually use the workshop item as kind of a template, and then I end up changing half of it anyways because I go in and just kind of make it my own. But it allows me to have a really good footprint to the size of the enclosure and some things like that. It just really helps me be creative and quick at building, because I don't know if you've noticed, even in this process is a long process. I think this stream was about 2 hours, and I'm trying to make a video that's like less than 30 minutes. So here we are with a little time lapse of me just making sure all the buildings kind of look like they'd be in the same town or have the same amount of decay. Remember, Fallout is during the different time period in a different universe, and and I want to be able to keep that cohesiveness and also still look like this would be a Fallout themed place. This isn't like we are in the Fallout universe. I want it to look like someone was like, well, let's make a zoo that is Fallout themed, like in the real world. Kind of like when you go to Universal or go to Disneyland and you like get transported into this new world. That's really what I wanted to do here. And so I'm going to use the same building I made for the quarantine for the veterinarian office, and we're just going to have both be very similar buildings to make it seem like the town is really cohesive, and it's an easy way to build real quick because I just replace the building and call it a day. Let's go here and go here. Oh, that's so weird that these staff facilities are down here. How do I even get to those? Through here? You joking? This is hilarious. I love that. She put it in the side here. Alright, these can go. I don't need these. These buildings are not my vibe. I love this little hidey hole though. That's hilarious. That was epic and so smart. Let's do one of these. Let's copy one of these over here. Look how cool this is, like a fucking wind turbine thing. Oh, it's just so good. It's just so good. I'm gonna like copy just, oh goodness. Well, if you ever attended any of my live streams, you'll know this because I cannot leave a place empty. I need to have it have foliage, it has to have rocks, it has to have scenery. Well, let's make a little garden, and that's just totally my vibe. Now we're gonna have an animal here, an animal here. I don't know how many, I think I'm doing pigs over here. I'm thinking pigs over here, and thinking pigs. Yeah, I'm thinking like this kind of. So sometimes when I start a zoo, I have a clear set envisionment for what I want some of the enclosures to look like, and then sometimes I change everything willy-nilly just based off of what's available to me and what the vibe is at the moment. So I knew I wanted this to be a pig enclosure, but had no idea how big I wanted the space to be. I didn't know what kind of walls or what kind of fencing I wanted to use, but I think I wanted to use the brick to match like the brick vibe over here by the employee area, but I also wanted to maybe make it look very natural in the background too. Yep, that looks so good. That looks so good. All right, let's put the babies in there. Before I could move any animals, I needed to hire some staff, so that's what I did for the next like 10 minutes. I'm a big user of, I love to use workshop items from other people that are super, super creative and have the ability to focus on one thing at a fucking time, unlike me, who cannot. All right, they need a little bit more coverage, but I really like their rock wall right now. Let's see what items I have for them. Yeah, definitely been playing this game for a long time. I played Zoo Tycoon for like even longer, probably since I was like 12 or 13. I really want to find this enclosure. Oh, maybe it's not in here. Let me go bear here. It was a really cool bear enclosure, and now I just got rid of the bear enclosure I started. I'm a little annoyed now. This one? Yes, this one. I found it. Okay, let's go like this. What I want to do is I'm going to come down like this. So if you've worked with workshop items in the past, you know that most creators put a like null barrier around their entire enclosure to do the right heights and the right depths of certain types of like the foliage and the land around it. So I struggled for about I want to say like almost 30 minutes to try to get this enclosure to be in the right spot for me. I ended up having to change everything about this whole area in my mind before I could be comfortable enough with it being the way that I wanted it to. Now, when you do this, you're gonna have to remove that null barrier and put in your own barrier for the actual animals. So I put a glass barrier around the bottom viewing area and then a null barrier on the top. Now, I struggled with the water for like another 10 minutes, which was super frustrating, but I needed to have one more glass panel. I was just missing one glass panel. Now, putting in a path around the entire thing was also going to be a little tricky. It's one of the most annoying parts about this game as of right now is that their like pathing system is great, but is also really finicky. And sometimes to make it do what you want it to, there's a lot of trial and error. Now, I've seen a lot of people on the forums talking about how they can't do certain things with their pathings, and I understand the frustration because sometimes it says it's an uneven path. There's a lot of weird things you can do with paths that like you think that you shouldn't be able to do, but then where you look and it's like, this should be a perfectly fine path. I don't understand why I wouldn't be able to put a path here. So I understand that frustration for sure. So if you have any other, if you have the same issue, please leave a comment down below and maybe I'll do a tutorial like of how to troubleshoot what is the reason why or how to adjust your pathing to make sure it fits the way that you want. So also something that I do that I kind of, like I said, I obsess over like tiny details and then I let things sit for a little bit and then I come back. If I'm getting too frustrated, I move on to something else and then I'll come back. Like this corner was frustrating me. It's still frustrating me here, but then I stepped away for a little bit and then came back. And then I ended up troubleshooting to the point where I got it to be at least acceptable to what my brain was thinking. Meow. Hi, honey. Hi. Come here. Come say hi. Ooh. Hi. Okay, bye. He's not interested in being with me at all, but that's okay. So this is going to be like a little bit of a fusion of the two situations here. Like I'm going to use... Oh. There we go. Yep, like that looks so good. Yep. And then it looks like you're going back into the vault, which I think looks really good. Nice. Amazing. All right, guys. Well, this is a good first starting off point. I think that this is going to be like an insect area now. I've just like totally changed this completely, but that's okay. And that's all right. That's kind of just sometimes what happens when you do zoos, that you like plan certain things to look a certain way, and then life takes you on a roller coaster and goes, oh yeah, you thought that's what you were doing? Joke's on you. What a great way to say it, Vicky. So this is when I start turning this whole area into like a bat cave insect house. I normally don't do these types of builds, but I wanted to challenge myself to doing something just a little bit more creative and a little bit out of my comfort zone, because I like the walkthrough enclosures, but I usually get a workshop item that already has all the things placed because they're kind of frustrating, and tiny details like these kind of sometimes bother me, especially with insects. Like it's hard for me to make them look pretty, I guess, in my brain, but I tried my hardest here. I didn't put a lot of foliage down, but I did a lot of rock work, which I was impressed with and did okay with, I think, and still allowed some natural lighting, but also allowed the bats to be happy and feel like they're secluded in their little cave. I also thought it would just look really nice. Now, I really still want to go in here and add a lot of foliage into this rock work, but you know, we were coming at the end of stream and I really wanted to finish at least these 3 things in this 2 hours span of time. I loved using all of the desert insects and like exhibits because I don't really use them that often, so it was actually kind of cool to use them. The little bat cave. This is all here. You know what's so funny is we could probably change all of the colors of this to be brown. So good. Now I'm thinking some food trucks right here, but I was also thinking food on here. I also want to do like a restaurant right here. Or even just like something like this, like a little taco stand. That looks good. This is when I kind of got into build mode and totally forgot to talk like for almost the rest of the stream, but I found this really awesome saloon style, Western style strip mall type thing, and I really struggled to also get all the pathings for this done the way that I liked it as well, but I think we got there in the end. It looked really great, and it was a great place for people to get souvenirs and balloons and stuff, so I really enjoyed it. Come check it out, honey.
I was looking at it. It looks so good. Did you get what I mean by power armor?
Like the knights or whatever?
Yeah, the suits. They call it power armor.
Oh, look. So you come out of the vault.
Which is so cool.
Right, that's a workshop item from somebody that built it, which was really cool. And then I built this little town from these like abandoned buildings, which is all the staff buildings. I still want to put something maybe here, like another truck or something. Like, I love this truck. Because it's like beat up and run down and stuff. And then over here on this side, you have the insect house, which has some snakes. And then the bats. The bats. And then a little lizard. And then another little viewing of the bears, a little bit. Now this is the bear enclosure that I put in. Next to the swampy, like...
Did you figure out the water?
Yeah, I did figure out the water. So the water is... It was just this pathing. This pathing couldn't be too close to that, so I had to redo it.
So funny.
And then, so I just started really revamping this whole area for the bears. I haven't even put them in yet, but it's very cool, right?
Yeah, it's a really cool cage. It's got a lot of water.
Yeah, it does have a lot of water. The bears want a lot of water.
Like that much water?
Yeah. And then it looks like you're going back down into the vault here. So the vault down here, it's like all pretty, right? So it looks like you're kind of going back down into the vault. I really like the pig area too. So this is the pig area over here.
What's your social experiment in your vault?
In this vault?
I feel like that would be primarily good to discover, so that way you could like design everything around it.
I haven't even thought about that like that.
Like, was your maybe your social experiment of the vault is like that they were trying to do a Noah's Ark thing.
Oh, sure, that's a great idea.
And this is like them trying to protect.
And this is what happened afterwards.
Yeah. They set off the bomb, and now they're making a zoo.
I wanted to come in here and steal. Where is this? Here. We're gonna use these guys as the one. Can I help you? Oh goodness. That was so aggressive.
Such an aggressive kissy.
Just putting some benches down. Because I still wanted it to feel like an actual like amusement park that was just themed around Fallout. You know, I didn't want to feel like we were in Fallout. I wanted it to feel like you're still in like a zoo.
Like a Fallout theme park.
Yeah, like a Fallout theme park. Yeah,
cool.
Exactly it. So I have food stands there, some food trucks, which I thought kind of looked kind of fun. That's very like themage. Yeah, I love it. All right, well, we'll end it here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In the next one.